teacher because as a middle school student, I had a rough time. So I kind of feel with my students on that. Also, I have 3 younger brothers. My parents did not graduate high school. The younger brothers kind of pushed me to push them.
She's really dedicated to helping us learn, and it's not all about helping us learn, but she also wants us to have fun while we're doing it.
I know it's cliche, but you can honestly do anything that you want to. They can be the change. They can be the greatness. They can do anything to help the world, help the community. They can be a positive impact.
I like to be myself, and that brings a lot of humor to the situation and a lot of personal stories, and they get to tell their stories, and that way we see that we really are all one. We're all just one thing, just trying to survive here. As I got to be like a junior and a senior in college, my dad said, "What are you going to do with this English major?" And I thought, no, I don't know. And I thought I would love to act in the classroom, and so that got me involved in teaching. We teach curriculum, and we teach content, and we teach skill, and all of that's important. But when they go out into the world, the biggest message that they can receive is from John Steinbeck, who said, you need to be able to understand men, and that way you can be kind to them. And I want them to have empathy and sympathy, and I want them to be loving. And so that's one thing that I try to teach them, even though it's not really curriculum.
When students realize how much you love and care for them, then they're willing to work.
Look at the materials, brainstorm for their properties, how you could change the shape of it, and how you could use it possibly in a knee brace.
I like to think of my philosophy as being a student-centered environment where critical thinking, the arts, problem solving so that children learn in a more deep level, stress collaboration, and I stress real world problems because students need to be ready for the 21st century, and perseverance is one of those many, many goals that our students need to work on in order to excel and be responsible citizens.
Hi, I'm Christina Terry, and I teach at Inman Elementary School, and I've been there 23 years.
It's time for us to say,
Eek! Big, long, giant, eek!
You really need to know your students. Your students need to be comfortable with you, and to do anything, you have to meet the kids where they are. I try to recognize that all my kids are different too, and what might be right for one student might not be exactly what the other student needs. So you just have to accept and be flexible and move on, and don't necessarily make it what I want, but what they need.
I think as a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I asked Santa Claus for a blackboard, and I would line up all my dolls and my stuffed animals, and I would teach them, and I would read to them, and we do it for them. It's your passion. God gave you that gift to make an impact on their lives, and just remember that every day when you walk into that room, you have fresh minds, and you can do it. I'm their mama when they're at school, and I think that that's important for them to know that they feel loved, and that no matter what the expectations are for them, that they can meet or exceed those expectations. But did anybody get a better answer for the best measure of censure for those numbers? Those aha moments and those wonderful things when the kids say, you made a difference, you helped me get to where I am.
I'm a people person, and one of the best ways to satisfy a people person is dealing with people and helping them grow and accomplish their goals. So education naturally started to fit with that. My biggest thing is I like to help people. I love seeing young kids grow up and become the young men and women of our society today. So it's great being a part of that. So learn as much as you can. Sometimes you're going to learn from what you did good. Sometimes you're going to learn a lot more from what you did wrong. Biggest thing is you got to find yourself. Find out who you are, find out what type of person you want to be, and strive for that. Strive for the best you can be and keep doing it. Don't give up, but you got to realize it's on you, and you got to make sure that you find the right tools and the right support you need to do that.
My name is Jessica Pym, and I'm the Director of Bands at Landrum Middle School.
1, 2, and 1, 2, 3.
I believe that great teachers inspire their students and inspire their colleagues. My teaching philosophy is to treat all students like I would want to be treated, like I would want my children to be treated. Most importantly, to love. Just to love fearlessly and to love graciously. And sometimes that's tough love, and that's okay. But to treat others the way I would want to be treated. Not every student is going to leave my room and be a music major in college, but they are all going to leave and contribute to the world.
What makes me want to stay in education in this society? And as I look across the classroom now as a mother, I see my sweet little Eli's face on all of the students in there, and just imagine they need someone as a good teacher to nurture them and to teach them and care for them.
And what we're going to do now is we are going to start plotting the coordinates for the earthquakes and volcanoes that commonly occur around the Ring of Fire.
Don't go necessarily where there is the easy path. Be brave, be courageous, form your own path. And I always tell them, where there's a will, there's a way. And they can all go to college if they strive hard, even at the middle school level, to start preparing for that.
I really, really believe in the district philosophy of student-centered education. That is something I've always believed, even before I came to District 1. When we really let students follow their dreams and follow their passions, they're gonna learn really automatically.
Please don't ever make me read this book again. Yay!
And in a great classroom, you're gonna see lots of student engagement. The students are talking to each other, they're talking to the teacher, they're excited about what they're learning. And I think great teacher is also going to be teaching students and doing things with students that really matter. So really authentic projects, doing things where students are writing letters to the governor, or making websites, or writing blog posts, or doing things that are going to be out there in the public eye, and hopefully trying to make a change in the world to make the world a better place.
I really have always loved kids, and I knew that I wanted to work with kids, and I wanted to just have that experience with them every single day. I was a teacher cadet in high school, and I really enjoyed teaching the kids the lessons. So I knew that going into college, that's something that I wanted to pursue.
Okay, well think about, what's 6 times 5?
30.
Okay, what's 6 times 6?
36.
So then, what's 6 times 7?
And I think you have to have that relationship with your kids so they trust you, they respect you, and if they do those things, then they're going to work really hard for you in your classroom. Just all of the things that I've taught them as far as being kind to people and being a good person, because that will take you so much farther in life than the other skills.
Let me take everything that you learned all these years, let me take all that education that all these teachers have showed you, and let me show you how to make money with it.
This is awesome. I mean, working with cars, learning how to do different stuff. I never knew how to weld until Coach told me, so it's actually pretty cool class.
I have 4 at BMW right now. Yeah, they're loving it, but they're the car guys. They want it. I have another guy traveling around with a NASCAR team.
That cap off, I'll come here and show you how to get that clip out.
To see them succeed is, it just makes you feel good, so you can't beat that.